G'day guys, it's Marty Storia here. I'm currently in Siem Reap, Cambodia, which is the third largest city in the Kingdom of Cambodia. I originally was from New South Wales, Hillston actually, which is not far from probably where you guys are in Griffith watching this. I'm making this video for Mel Sarkis, who is married to, and she's a good friend of mine. Her husband actually I've known my whole life, Philip, so just give them a bit of a shout out right from the get-go. I came to Cambodia last year for the first time, and just basically on a bit of a holiday. Thought it was cheap, going to play hell, run amok, drink a cheap beer and party. Not the case. I think anyone who's been here with half a brain will tell you that coming to a place like this will really, it'll change you prolifically, which it did me, in a good way. It made me take a look at myself, made me take a look at my own culture, my own country, my own government, and look at my own life basically, and just reevaluate the whole thing. Just some facts about Cambodia. I'll just throw in the Kingdom of Cambodia has a population of 14 million people. 90% of those are Buddhist. The capital is Phnom Penh, which has 1 million people. The second biggest city is Battambang, which has about 180, and then you've got SR, Siem Reap, where I'm at, has about 160, 170,000, then 100% sure. So anyway, Siem Reap is basically the tourist mecca of Cambodia, mainly because they call it the gateway to Angkor, which was the golden age in Cambodian history. It was where Angkor Wat was built, where they prospered. There was an actual whole Khmer Empire that encompassed most of Southeast Asia. So rather than getting bogged down in that sort of thing and crapping on, which I sometimes do, I'll just throw a few more things out there. This is called a chroma, which is Krama. Not 100% sure on the pronunciation, but I just thought I'd throw this in. This is actually pretty synonymous for the wrong reasons, because it's red and white. The Khmer Rouge, who will go on to that. That's the last 100 years, the 20th century for the Cambodian people, and it's just been disastrous, really. The Japanese occupied the place for all of World War II and did some terrible things, and the Khmer Rouge, and what happened basically from 1970 to about the year 2000 here was unspeakable, and that was all blowback from the American-Vietnamese War that caused that whole disaster, and it also affected Laos greatly as well. But we're not here to talk about negative things, which is what I really don't like about people seem to the things they know about Cambodia, which is basically all I knew about Cambodia too before I came in, was that I knew what happened here in the 70s, and I knew that Apocalypse Now, one of my favourite films, will actually be the favourite film I've ever seen in my life, was shot here. So I came here, and anyway, after about 2 weeks here and meeting the people, and that's what does it for you here, man, is the people here. Okay, they are the most, I can't explain it. From coming from Australia to here, and meeting the people that I've met in Cambodia, that's the thing that changes you, man. These guys they've got every reason to be bitter, they've got every reason to be angry, they've got every reason to hate foreigners, especially, of English-speaking ones who were part of the Vietnam War. They're the easiest going, friendly, giving people. I've been to so many people, so they invite you in and feed you and look after you, and it just changed me completely, man. And these guys really have very little, if anything. Anyway, so we came here, and why we came to Cambodia is because the guy I was travelling with, Bill Leonard, who's my cousin, his mother was involved in charity work here with another lady from Switzerland, and they have a local friend called Rathany Than, who also worked in that large NGO. We met Rathany for the first time in 2011 while she was working for this NGO, and got on pretty well with her, but we're only here on holiday, so we didn't really have big intentions of doing a lot of volunteer work. saying that, after returning back to Australia and seeing the paradox between life here and life there, our plan was to save as much as we could and come back here for as long as we can. Well, I've been here for 8 months, and my head was in a bad space when I first came here, and coming here, fixed me. Well, it showed me a different way of life, and it showed me that a lot of things I take for granted back home are an impossibility for a lot of people. So anyway, we come back here and I left Australia in March and meet up with Rathany. I call it Rath, as we call her, and her husband Bope, no longer working for the large NGO. They've started basically by themselves, just being really good, decent human beings, and helping out at a place called Boss Village, which is 30 kilometres south of Siem Reap, which is a very poor, impoverished little community where the main project, the rice growers kind of thing, it's very, very primitive out there. Very, very poor. No power, no electricity. Well, you'll see anyway. So anyway, we started doing a bit of work. Mainly, what we did was construction, and maybe get a few donations from home, and this and that. And there were a few really bad cases that we sort of worked on and helped people out. That was all cool. And then, through Facebook, here's the thing about Facebook, it can either be the biggest waste of time in your life, or it can actually be used as a genuine resource to do some really good things. And through our group being on Facebook, our network grew. That's how we get our money, through networking. We don't ask for charity, we don't ask for donations or anything like that. If people want to give us money, they give us money. I mean, that's all there is to it. And that's the only way to operate. We don't get paid. No money comes out of the charity that comes to me, Rathany, Bope, or Bill. It all goes, 100% goes out there. So anyway, so we made up with Rath, and then anyway, people see this stuff, and a good friend Mel, who's a school teacher, was asking me questions. What do you, what can I do? How can you help? As a lot of people do. Anyway, she decided to try and organise some money for an English-speaking school to be built at the village, which is an amazing idea. And anyway, through her hard work and raising money, we were able to get the funds together and actually set up a English school out there. There's already a school out there, a Cambodian school, but for 2 hours each day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, 68 kids are learning English out in this village. The classroom originally was going to be set up in the town, but due to government red tape, it was not feasible. It was going to cost too much money. It was just going to be too much of a pain, which is what dealing with governments all over the world. So the teacher of the English was a local man called Mr. Im. He offered to set up the classroom up under his house. Now, because this is all floodplain country out there, the houses are very similar to Queenslander houses. So they're on stilts. So the stilts would be 10 foot off the ground, and there's the floor of the house, and that's built up from there, so it doesn't get flooded. Now, the classroom is set up under there, so the kids all come in the morning or in the evening, because the classroom is the school's split up here too. School goes from 7 to 11 or from 1 till 5. That just depends, because it's a rural community. Some kids have to do work in the morning, some have to do it in the evening. I mean, a lot of stuff here, man. It's not like back home where you go to school, then knock off and play with your iPod and go get some Maccas. So anyway, thanks a lot, Mel. Here's a bit of a video that I did. I've been out to the class 3 times in the last month. It's only been up and running for about a month, so I've been out there once with Rath, once with my good friend Julie from America, who's a school teacher, my friend David Stalley. Went out there with those guys, and I also went out with my parents, who've done some sponsorship out there as well. So the footage probably was a little bit weird, because sometimes it's got mum and dad, sometimes it's got Jules and Dave and I, and so if that happens, just ignore it. You'll get the picture. Rock and roll. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Why did you pick Boss Village to do this work?
Because we feel that the place, we can do something there, and the people are willing to do it. And because we clean up, we found it's easier to work with the people in the village better than people in the town. First, they have potential to grow, that's the best thing. And we would like to see the people for the next generation, they have better life. And also in Boss Village, we heard that they really have a hard time in the living style. In like we can say like a poorest village around among that place.
Cool stuff.
What?
You told me once it used to be famous for growing fruit and vegetables and that sort of thing in that area, but now it's sort of mainly sort of just rice.
There?
Yeah, like it used to be more of a produce area, like they used to grow vegetables and things, but then
before they like it's kind of a place that they always grows better.
Yeah.
But right now it seems like they lost those kind of things. We want to restore those kind of things. And we want to have a part also to go, and also that right now people they like to go like travel to work in outside the country like Thailand, but it's like a really high risk for the people there. It's not safe, and what is bringing to the problem is like the parents they left the children to go to work in Thailand, and the children left behind with grandparents or with the auntie or uncle there. So we make the education backward because nobody care with them and nobody really take a look for the growing thing. So if we try to make something happen there and like people can feed themselves in the village, they will be back. And right now, the mother of the three girls, she want to come back.
They give us a bit of commentary on these words.
So yeah, we're heading out to Boss Village. I'm just getting used to driving again. These road conditions are pretty bad after the wet season because of all the rain. It's a pretty ordinary road as it is normally in Rath. This road's pretty rough at the best of times, but at this time of year it's particularly ordinary. Are they really?
Yeah. Oh.
So Rath, what do we got going on here? Where are we now?
At the English class.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, come in.
Okay. I don't look like a tourist in film, so I hate doing this.
Xin tôi tặng ốc nè mẹ.
Mong không ọt lắm.
Ăn cắp ở đó nè. So we just
Yeah, no. Sister.
How are you?
I am fine.
Are you fine? That's good.
One sec. Just let me do a little intro. Hey Mel, this is your contribution, mate. So work's paying off. Good work. Very good. Right.
And she stood up to do it like
I know.
that was so cool.
What's your name?
Julie.
Oh, Julie. Yeah.
គាត់ឈ្មោះ Julie មកពីអាមេរិក US អាមេរិកខាងមកពីអាមេរិកហើយខាងនេះគឺ What's your name?
David.
David ឈ្មោះ David.
What's your name?
គាត់មកពី Australia.
What's your name? You don't want to tell me?
My name is yes.
They all come forward and just sit and you just teach on the board
Yeah.
and practice?
Yeah.
And they talk together and practice together?
Yeah.
Or all all at once?
Every day when I teach, before I teach, I spend 5 minutes to
Yeah.
review all lesson.
Okay, from the
And
day.
then I write on the board.
Yeah.
And then read for them, repeat.
Yeah.
And then every day.
All together and then individually?
Yeah.
Yeah?
First we have only five tests.
Yeah.
And then we don't have enough water or enough desk, and students sit on the bed.
On the table, yeah.
Table.
A bed. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
try some sit on the bicycle, ride like this,
Yeah.
and maybe 2 weeks later. We have more table from sponsor in Australia through community support organization. Yes, and then we have enough desk.
That's wonderful. And everyone gets along and listens, yeah?
Yeah.
And your class is 1 hour a day? 1 hour of English?
2 hours.
2 hours
a day.
at a time.
From 4 to 5, 5 to 6.
Okay.
But next week we will change the schedule, timetable, because some students they study
Different.
in the evening and
Yeah.
some students study in the morning.
Okay.
So it's difficult, so we have to change timetable from 5:30 to 6:30, from 6:30 to 7:30.
And what's their normal school day hours? When they go to Khmer school or
my school.
Cambodia school?
In the morning, they start school from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
7 to 11?
Yes,
And then take a break and come back at 4?
yeah.
Wow.
And then in the evening, they start school from 1 to 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to change
Yeah.
timetable.
Yeah. Dedication. Amazing.
Mình lên số get on. So that's my turn. Let's start on 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That's good.
Good job, you guys. Woohoo!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Call number.
No, just say hello, introduce yourself.
Dương aiនិយាយថាhello, my name is
Hello, my name is Chula. I am 50 years old.
Good.
ម៉ាស់ណា50 years old.
15 years old? 15. Good. How old are you over there in the corner? Yeah, I should really
យើងអាច
say
ណែនាំខ្លួនយើងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះអុយឈ្មោះអុយមកយើងណា
go on.
My name is
My name is Ponpet.
ខ្ញុំអាយុ
I am 12 years old.
12 years old. My name
My name is ខ្ញុំ
Yeah.
ឈ្មោះអី
ឈ្មោះ Dido.
My name is ខ្ញុំឈ្មោះ Dido.
His name is Dido. I am ចាំអាយុប៉ុន្មាននេះ I am 10 years old.
Candy soon.
Good boy. Good work, brother.
See? My name?
My name is Chun Chun.
Chun Chun.
I am 14 years old.
14 years old.
14 years old. Nice to meet you, Bob. That's good. And nice what yours just like. With that American cane coming out of you. Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yes, now
What's the most important? Books.
because now we don't have a book, not book.
Notebooks.
Yeah,
For
not,
writing.
not
Reading.
book. For reading.
Yeah.
Yes. I want them to read at home because the literature is not good. If you have a book, this book, they can read at home at night.
Yeah.
And then I think book is important in life.
Well, that teaches them the writing on the stone.
Yeah.
The more they read.
Yeah.
So basic phonics books. Yeah.
This is my lecture.
Yeah. Cute.
Oh, no, my niece.
Yes, yes. He wants to meet us. Just to see us.
What do you think, Jules?
Taken aback.
Yeah. It's good,
This is a small student.
Great.
All right, well, I hope you study hard and try very hard to learn English because it will help you.
ដូច្នេះក៏ខ្ញុំថាក្មេងៗទាំងអស់គ្នាខំប្រឹងរៀននេះជាអ្វីពួកបងជួយបានប៉ុណ្ណេះឯងដូច្នេះហើយយើងគួររៀនទៀងទាត់ពេលហើយខំប្រឹងរៀនផងឲ្យលោកគ្រូហ៊ានទៅបបាយសិស្សពួកយើងពេកណាអូខេអរគុណច្រើនយើងអាចទៅវិញបានហើយរងចាំយូរមែនតើមែនលេខគាត់ទៅលេខគាត់ទៅ
Stop. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, teacher.
Lehigh, guys.
Read.
Đây.
Read.